Thank you very much, Olga. Thank you for that very brilliant introduction. My duty is to educate and to impart knowledge and to learn because lecturers, we keep learning day by day. So, yeah. And I know that AI has become part of us, even though people still have cold feet when they hear the massive word uh, AI. So rather than living in fear, we want people to embrace AI because whether we like it or not, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. That's the truth. So, how do you jump on the train and leverage what AI brings to the table and use it as your disposal? We call it, there are different types of AI, different part of the field, but the one I always want people to be more interested in is applied AI. What it means is how do we apply AI to different situations, scenarios, profession, in different contexts. You don't need to understand really everything how it works. How many people can tell me that they understand exactly how their telephone works? No, but we still use it all the same. How many of us understand how our television sets works? But we still use it. So same thing with AI. People tend to be nervous around AI because it's new. I want to believe when the telephone was invented many years ago, when all this electronics and electrical stuffs were introduced many, many decades or centuries ago, people will also be kind of scared or they will be concerned. But over the years, over the decades, over the century, we all have come to embrace so many technologies. We don't have to go to the university to be able to use some of these technologies. So, yeah, I believe AI also will definitely be a time when even people in rural area with zero education will use AI as if they are pro. People like me is still being celebrated today because we are few people that have taken time to be experts in AI, but it's going to be an household name. That's the truth. So let me move on. I've tried to simplify my slide as much as possible. In fact, today I've spent 8 hours teaching students at the university AI and AI tools. 8 hours nonstop, back to back. So I'm not going to uh, take that forward. Rather, I'm going to take many steps back and try as much as possible to simplify my slides today. I've got 40 minutes, but I'll try as much as possible to make it even less than 40 minutes, maybe 30, so that we'll have time to, or even 25, so that we'll have time to take questions, answers, clarifications where necessary. So, yeah, well, I will call AI the elephant in the room. I know how many times when people ask me what I do, and I tell them I'm a lecturer in the university, and they will always ask, in what field? And when I say AI, it's like, what? Oh, what? Yeah, that is across board, even with people that are also very, very intelligent, very, very educated. When I say I do AI, they still kind of, oh my goodness, oh. But the fact is that it's a technology. That's it, just a technology. So why do we fear AI? I've first I want to say thank you for bringing me back in such a short period of time. I know I was here before Christmas and here I am again. So thank you for bringing me back. I do not take this for granted. Yeah, it's a privilege. It's not a right. There are lots of AI experts around that you can call upon. You chose to call me back. So thank you very much. Before I go on, I just think I should say that very quickly. So some people fear AI, or they are concerned about AI technology because some of them think that it's going to take over our lives. It's going to take our jobs. It's going to displace us. Jobs are going to be lost because AI technology will replace us. No. Remember at the beginning, when I start talking, I mentioned applied AI. Rather than thinking or being scared that AI is going to displace or take jobs away from human, why can't we see how we can apply AI into what we do on a daily basis and see how we can enhance the work? For example, if a store, I mean, an accountant in a small store comes to work and decide, okay, I know a tool that can help us to automate our accounting system, and he or she uses it, and it's cut the hours of the time used to do it manually. The shop owner, the owner of the business will be happy. It will be happy. That is what AI has come to do. Help us to do what we know how to do and do it even better. That is what AI has come to do. I mean, I'm not going to lie and I'm not going to pretend that some jobs will not go. But if any job goes, because those in the job kind of find it difficult to retrain, and life is all about learning and learning on a daily basis. But some people will say, I've been in this profession for 25 years. Why would I want to learn again? I will say that those who stop learning are those who start dying. So a little bit of learning new thing here and there does not hurt. I do it on a daily basis. I'm not talking about academics. I'm talking about other things. Even if it is meeting new people and understanding what they do, it's part of doing something new. But some people are just so tight, uptight. They want to cling to what they know and they don't want to relearn. And not only do we need to relearn, we need to unlearn sometimes. There are some things that we're doing wrongly over the years. And the moment we realize that, oh, this is wrong, or I could do it better, I am always very quick to relearn, unlearn, and relearn. So, job displacement is one of the fear, or data privacy. Oh, they're going to steal my data. Yes, your data could be stolen if you don't take precautions. And your ability to be able to learn how to take precautions when you're online or when you're using technology is the beginning of wisdom. Because, well, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, but it's the beginning of really getting wisdom of understanding in the tech world. Because I've received so many emails, even in the last 1 week, where I mean, and I know really well that these emails are fake. They are spam. They are phishing emails. So what do I look at for my data not to be stolen? There are things that you need to look at for when you get email. Don't be in a rush to reply or to click, especially links within emails. If there is anything I can teach you, it's for you to learn how to use technology without fear of it. It starts with email. Every one of us do have emails. So sometimes you get email from suspecting sender. Number one, what to look out for. The person will probably not have a good caption. And when I say caption, I mean the title of the email. Majority of them are generic because they're sending it to several people at the same time. So they're not going to kind of address you by your name. So now we have lots and lots of companies that we use on a daily basis. They want to protect us as well. So they will tell you when we're sending you an email, we will always ensure that we add either your name or where your postcode for those of us who lives in the UK, so that you will know that the email is genuine. So we need to protect our data. So many of us, especially when I came to Nigeria, I can remember one time I went to Nigeria and I needed cash so badly. And my sister said, no, give someone your ATM. They will go and get money for you. And I said, what did you just say? Give someone my ATM. It's got my PIN. I said, it doesn't matter. I said, it does a great deal. You don't give people your PIN because that is where it starts from. If someone knows your PIN, they can take over your bank account. So you need to be careful. So data privacy is key. And these are simple ways that you can use to protect your data. And then we also have the fear of the black box complexity. And I will tell you the meaning of the black box complexity. Black box is like a tunnel. There is a tunnel. You want to go through the tunnel to come on the other side. The moment you go into the tunnel, nobody sees what you're doing within that tunnel. So they don't know what happened. So if you come out on the other side and you've changed your clothing, they don't know how you did that within the tunnel. So that is like a black box. You don't know what was going on. So some of the technology being used in computer science are black box systems. So people don't know the back end, how it works. Just the way I said, you don't understand how your telephone works. You just use it. But now we are having other technologies that is helping people to understand and explain how the complexity of the technology works. So it's getting better. And honestly, it's okay for you to fear. It's okay for you to have your concerns. So if you have your concerns, ask questions, ask expert. I can remember Reverend Dosumu, he sent me a video some time ago before Christmas, and he asked me, Doctor, will you please confirm, is this is this real or is it AI generated? And I said, oh, sir, it's AI generated. I'm sure if we were to be in the same room, I will have pointed out some part of the video that that demonstrate that it was AI generated. So sometimes you just need to look and look again, and you will see some kind of irregularities in some videos for you to know that they are AI generated. Having said that, how do we move from that fear to being confident? We need to reframe the narrative. AI is a tool, it's not a threat. It is a tool that will help you to navigate and get things done quickly and more accurately. It should not be a threat in any way at all. So you should understand. I'm sorry I'm using some big terms here, but I will explain the terminology. So AI is an exoskeleton. I know though for the medical people around will know what exoskeleton is. It's an exoskeleton kind of for our mind. It's like a frame that we can build into. So if we see AI as a tool that we can begin to flesh up with our own ideas, it will work for us. So let's shift from AI versus human to AI plus human. It is human using AI to better our quality of life. I was telling my students some weeks back, how will you feel if you are not, you don't have to go to work all the time? I can remember before COVID, we have to go to university 5 times a week. Whether you have any lecture or not, you have to go. But now things have changed and it's still changing. And I want to believe that there are some people, except for those who are in hospitality, doctors. I mean, even I have some medical doctor friends. Sometimes they don't go to work to see patient. They consult via video link and stuff like that. So that is using technology to help us do stuff easily, more carefully. So it's not AI versus human. We are not in competition with AI. Rather, it's AI plus or human plus AI. For example, having a calculator versus a mathematician. It is not versus, it is calculator and the mathematician. Because rather than the mathematician doing all the calculations manually, which will take a longer time, you can always use calculator and get the numbers very quickly. If I tell some of us, even including myself, to add some massive numbers within 3 seconds, we can't do it, but your calculator will get it done in nanoseconds. So that is what technology should do. So it's not a threat, it's a tool. Moving forward, still talking about how we can use AI as a tool instead of seeing it as a threat. Let's look at the force multiplier. Remember, I said that it's human plus AI, not human versus AI, because the force will multiply the effect of accuracy, of quality, of speed. So AI will always act as electric powered high speed vehicle for our intellectual labor. Every one of us has intelligence. We are super because we are human beings. So we have intelligence. We are intellectual beings. So now when you now add AI to our intellectual abilities, it makes us smarter. That's the truth. That is the truth. Sometimes we don't know, it's not your area. How do you think some people will go to a country where they don't even speak their language and they will enjoy their stay there because AI is helping people to translate? You say something into your phone using AI tools, and it would translate what you have said in the language of the person you're speaking to, and you can communicate without really understanding each other's language. So it's a force multiplier. It helps to enhance our ability and our output. Again, pattern recognition, for example, this is where AI and machine learning techniques are used to be able to identify or classify or even analyze repetitive structures. For example, how do you think that you can talk to your phone and it will respond to you and carry out some tasks? It's because at some point you have recorded your voice, and many times it will ask you to say the same words again or say the same sentence again so that it will recognize the pattern of your word or of the way you speak. Or you want to use your face to open your phone, you will have recorded your facial image on your phone, and then you don't have to keep typing your PIN number to open your phone at all times. Or audio, someone might say that I did not say this, or maybe there is a recording and they are able to get their hands on what you have said in the law court or what somebody has said in the law court. If the person say, no, it's not me, if there is audio recognition of you, they will play other things that you have said in the past or while you're talking. Then the AI will be able to determine maybe by 99 point something percent that this voice is 99 points so accurate with your natural voice. So really it helps the court to solve problems, difficult problems, by using pattern recognition. All right, for our time, we're almost there. There are 4 pillars of AI fluency that I want to share with you tonight before I go. And the first is delegation. We should be delegating uh, works or tasks to AI tools. Then you decide whether when you want to use AI or when you want to use your human intelligence alone. So you should be able to determine or to start. I mean, I'm not talking of using it at my level. I don't have a choice. When I need to use AI, I'll have to use AI. But for you to start small, decide when you want to delegate AI to do some stuff for you, and then you can build from there. Again, description of efficiency of communicating your goals and the instructions you want to give to AI. So if you want AI to do A, B, C without having to do X, Y, Z, then you determine what you describe for AI to do for you. So you can ask AI to go this far and not to go further. And that bit is what you get. Again, you can do what we call the discernment. You should be able to, with your human ability, you should be able to have a second look at what AI has suggested to you to confirm whether it suits your purpose. Because sometimes AI gives generic solutions to problems. So when AI gives you solution, don't just go ahead and just dump it onto what you want to do. You need to check again to see whether you want this to be included or whether you want to add some more things to make it to give it more flavor or to give it your own touch. So you need to be able to discern, look critically, assess what AI has given to you. Try to see its appropriateness for the purpose you want to use it for. And finally, diligence. You will see is a 4D. Diligence is taking full accountability for AI final product. Because the moment you take it from AI and you put it out there, it becomes your work. It becomes your what you have given out as your capability. I think I've used it the last time, or maybe I used it in class. Some time ago, Canadian airline got into trouble. They were using AI systems that gave their passenger a wrong information, making some of their passengers to miss their flight. And they were taken to court. And the spokesman of Canadian Airlines says that it's not our airline, it's the AI that made the mistake. And they said, who built the AI? Where did the AI originate from? They got the AI message from your website. So it's your responsibility. So AI usage, you have responsibility, accountability to the final product. So be careful because sometimes AI does not, follow the ethical connotation. So you have to ensure that you are using AI in an ethical manner. In recent time, X, Twitter that we used to know before, had this algorithm within their platform that does so crazy things that people can use to bring down other people's reputation by posting their pictures in a new form, even though it is AI generated. So it wasn't safe at all. So they had to force X to bring that algorithm down. Of course, we know that AI could be weaponized, it could be used negatively. So it is your responsibility to ensure that what the AI you're using is safe for deployment, either for your personal use or professional context. Okay, so just give me 3 more minutes. I just want to give you some tips to how you can build competence using AI. So you need to start small. You have to start small. Every one of us started small. So you can start by using AI for your daily activities, whether what you do at home or what you do in your workplace. For example, you are a secretary and you attended a meeting, you need to take note. You can use, I think I gave you some of this website the last time I spoke on this platform. You can use some of these websites. They are AI tools like Fireflies, Granola, Utah.ai to summarize your meeting notes so it's easy for you to quickly complete your tasks. And for drafting emails, you can use Grammarly AI to draft emails. You can use Grammarly language tools and the QBots for checking your spellings. Is a lot of work for those who write massive report, especially students. So when you write your report, before you give it to your supervisor or your lecturer, please run it through Grammarly. It will help you to check your spellings and your grammar so that your work is looking neat by the time you send it to your supervisor. So always find high value and low risk in the use of AI. Don't start from the very high top and you begin to struggle. Look for the one that gives you very high value, but it comes with low risks. So start with tasks that is such a high value and low risk kind of tasks. There is no way cannot have human in the loop, at least in at this present moment. You still need human being when we're using AI. So we need to master how we can be in the loop. For example, AI is first draft machine and human is the final editor. So you ask AI, for example, to draft a piece of report for you, but you should be the one having the final say, making corrections, putting additions, subtracting things that you don't really want to be in that report. And then by the time you finish, you look at the report, it looks like what you have written because it's your style. You've been able to do some amendment to it, modify it, and make it look like yours. If not, if somebody else is giving that same report to AI, just the same report you've given, it will give the same response. So you will have very similar report. So for you not to have that, you need to make it your own by adding and subtracting and rewriting where necessary. And then you need to verify. You need to verify, always check. I've told you that in this platform before, I'm saying it again, always check because AI tool hallucinate. It hallucinate and then it could be biased sometimes, not giving you what is appropriate. And finally, visuals, you will see that you have a pilot and co-pilot analogy by the time you start using AI regularly. Pilot and co-pilot analogy is where you are the pilot and AI is your co-pilot. You take charge and then AI supports. These are some of the things that you can use AI for. AI can help you to to reduce the amount of time you spend on tasks. It makes it easier for you. For example, you can schedule your emails delivery at a set date and time. Maybe you have like 10 emails to send, but you're not sending it yet. It's night time and it's an official email. You want it to go at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We are humans, we can forget to send it at 9 a.m. So rather than missing the time, you can type the email now, and then you use a tool within the email platform and ask it to send it off at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, you don't need to click any button. Those emails leaves your inbox immediately and is sent out to their respective recipients. That is one of the things you can start with, because that could be done for you without you lifting, bothering your head or lifting a finger. So the roadmap will be for you to continue to learn. We can use several tools. You can use videos on YouTube. We can sign up to Coursera and look for AI courses for beginners. You can use Microsoft Learn. It's clickable. If you click on it, you will see the link. Or you can do internal AI labs. IBM does training. Amazon does training. Microsoft does training. Just start small. And then our mindset is very, very important. Don't let us see AI as an evil genius. No. Let us cultivate a growth mindset, because the moment we stop learning, then we start dying. So we need to cultivate the growth mindset where experimentation is often celebrated. Don't be scared to experiment. If you fail the first time, try again. And if you fail the second time, keep trying. The person that invented the light bulb failed 299 times. 299 times. And he was able to succeed the 300th time. So don't be scared to experiment, and then you will get headway at some point in time. So thank you very much. I hope I've been able to keep to my 30 minutes. I think I have. So please feel free to ask me questions, and I will try as much as possible to answer your queries. Thank you very much. I am going to stop sharing at this time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Miriam. That was incredible. Absolutely amazing. And you say we wanted you to come back for the second time because you mentioned it, how fast AI is going. So we need you to come back again and again and again. So we'll always be reaching out to you because you're incredible, practical, and empowering. So thank you so much. So I'd like to open the floor as Dr. Miriam has done and to ask you if there's any questions. I'll check in the please feel free to just unmute and say what you've got to say.
I think
Sorry.
there is a question in the
Yeah,
chat.
Margaret has asked, does AI help our brain if AI is doing everything for us, everything has side effects?
Like
That's
I said, you need to describe what you want AI to do for you. You don't rely 100% on AI. You need to task this brain. This brain is given to us by God for a purpose. And no matter how much AI does, there are things that AI doesn't have that we have as human beings.
mm,
We have our emotions, at least to my not to the best of my knowledge as an expert in the field. There is no AI agent that has emotions. There are some things that you still need to tax your brain to do. I
mhm,
always tell people, don't always look for your phone each time you want to verify something. In fact, we still have books, even though we know that books, we have audio books.
mm,
So rather than at Google, because I know of someone who will say Google is your friend. Anything you're saying, say Google is your friend, and it's checking on Google. So instead of checking on Google, why don't you think a little while and tax your brain a little bit and see whether you can remember some things? So it's all about how much you want AI to work for you. Please still use your brain. Still use the traditional way of research. Still read books. Still find out stuff from by yourself rather than looking for the easy way out. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
thank you so much, Doctor. Um, following, say good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to the host for tonight's presentation. Alasope. I hope I've got that one right. Thank you so much for the presentation, Dr. Mariam. Falarin also has asked the question. Thank you so much, Dr. Mariam, for the wonderful presentation. My question is, how do we deal with the AI bias?
Yeah, thank you for learning for that question. AI bias is something that is still an issue. Remember, AI itself is not full-fledged at the moment.
Mm,
So AI bias is when AI is given a kind of an answer to one demography and giving another answer to one demography, or serving one demography better than the other. So the bias, I mean, these are the things we talk about building responsible AI. If you decide to build an AI agent, it should be responsible in the sense that it's not supposed to be biased. Everybody is supposed to be able to use it fairly, irrespective of who you are, what you are, where you come from. So it's ethical for you to build a responsible AI. And the government all over the world are still working tirelessly on how to draft rules and regulations that will guide
mm,
the building of AI systems so that, I mean, it is safe for people to use, just the way we have the ISO. that support, I mean, international standard organization that preserve and protect the rights of those who use manufacturing products and stuff like that. Yes. So bias is an issue in AI and is being dealt with at the moment. Yeah. Some
Thank
people
you.
have a raised hand if you want to unmute.
Yeah. Prior, would you like to unmute and ask your question to Doctor?
Yes, I just want to ask a question. The same way you have like, you have the computer package and you have the software. I'm just checking with the AI. Do we gotta have like a upgrading system when you need a software to upgrade? Because each year things seem to upgrade it. So with I just want to know that to upgrade the speed or what. So that's what I was just trying to
Of
ask.
course, just like any other technology, there is always room for upgrade. Just even as human being, we upgrade in different ways. We grow. We learn some more. What we learned or what we know when we were young is not the same thing that we know now. We go to school to get more education. So AI will always learn. The power of AI is building systems that we don't have to upgrade the memory. It will learn by itself. If you give an AI a task and you ask it to do the task again, of course, the AI tool will be able to know what is done before and get better at it. For example, let's think about the Tesla car. Tesla car repairs itself on the go. It doesn't have to go to a workshop to be repaired because
Mm.
everything about Tesla is software. It's software driven. So it's able to know when something is wrong and they repair it on the go. That is a kind of upgrade that you experience with AI agents and tools.
Thank you so much. Audrey has asked, she has said, brilliant presentation to elevate our concerns for AI. Love what you said about us being the pilot on the roadmap. Give thanks and praise to the original AI above. I guess she's mentioning God. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then Margaret say, thank you, Doctor. Cheryl has said, thank you so much, Dr. Mariam. Many people are using AI to generate income. How and where can people go to learn these skills?
You can start from online. There are online learning platform that you can use. For example, I mentioned Coursera. Coursera has become part of works in recent time where you can just go and learn without having to pay. It gives you skills and you can pay. I mean, you can only pay if you need a certificate to show that you have attended that particular learning or taking that particular training. Yes, please go online and check on AI for beginners, and then you will be able to leverage on what they have to train
Brilliant.
you. And you can make good money using AI. Now we
Mm,
see people coming online making good money by just creating content. I mean, now honestly, I'm becoming addicted to reading some short stories that are AI generated.
yes,
Many of them teaches good morals.
yes,
Many of them teaches good morals, which me I see as an inspiration.
brilliant.
Okay.
Reverend Lynch has said, thank you, Doctor, for such an amazing presentation. It was very enlightening. Just to raise a concern from many students thinking about courses to do, they are worried that AI is taking up most of their jobs. I like how you put it that it should be human plus AI. How can we reassure students?
Well, just what I said in this presentation, we should be applying AI to what we do. So what do you do? If you're a doctor, doctors are now using AI to do surgery. Not that we don't need medical doctors anymore. They still have their job. But what about doctor who cannot use the tool, the AI tool, to do surgery? Those are the ones that are likely to lose their job or stop being relevant. Honestly speaking, I like the fact that AI is making us to sit up so that we are not left behind. So tell your students what I used to tell my students. You should be one of those people that people will go to and say, how can I use AI to do this? How can I use AI to do that? So they should see how AI can work for them, work with them, and not work against them.
Thank you so much. Olusola has asked, Doctor, who generated AI?
AI it's an evolvement. It is an evolvement. For those who are older than myself and maybe a little bit younger than myself, you will remember some films we used to watch in the 70s and 80s. And then we don't know that we're actually watching things that will metamorphose into AI later. For example, Space 1999, we used to watch that in the 70s, where there is a spaceships and people just go there, they punch some buttons and things happen. Or the Robocop, a cop that was really injured in a battle. And because they still have his brain working, kind of, they decided to build into him a robot system, and it will go out like any other car, but he is faster than his human colleagues. He is very, very targeted when he wants to get somebody down. It's more precise. Then it was in the early 80s, but we don't know that that was AI building up. So it's not just generated by one person. Technology often is always an amalgamation of different brains coming together. And before you know it, it starts taking shape. Day by day, it start taking shapes. So we have different AI, not just one thing. You don't refer to AI as one thing or one technology. It's different technologies, but AI driven. Because AI is just artificial intelligence. It's intelligence, but it's artificial. It's not the one God has given us as human. It's we using what God has blessed us with to create something that can work for us. So it's artificial, but it's intelligent. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Any more questions? Any more comment?
Someone has sent a question to me, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. This person is a small-scale businessman. Is a sole proprietor, actually just starting a business. So he wants to find out how can AI help him to set up or improve on his business.
Okay, thank you very much. When I was presenting, I mentioned how you can schedule your emails. I know you're a small business owner. It's not a good time for you to start employing people. You need to multitask. You need to learn how to do so many things yourself. So depending on the type of business, because I don't know the type of business this person is into, depending on the business that you're into, you need to see how you can incorporate. For example, if you're a storekeeper, do you have to count your stock every morning to know how many things you have left in store? That is not productive enough. So you can create a scheduler that can help you count your stock, or you can use AI to remind you of some things you need to do so that you don't add to that, to the normal day-to-day business routine you have to go through. So, I mean, there are a lot of things I do on a daily basis. I cannot do it alone, humanly speaking. So, I need to schedule, I need to use AI. For example, you need to buy some products. You need to go online and maybe use the AI mode on your phone, on your computer to see where you can get the best raw materials or where you can buy the cheapest product. You just don't go with the first person that show up and say, I can supply you this. You can use AI to check on the best deal you can get. And that, of course, like I said, I don't know the type of business you're into, but at least start with using AI to find, to make, to see how you can get things done cheaper and without having to pay people to do some grand works for you, like someone to type some things for you. Now you can even dictate to your computer and it will just write out what you're saying. So you don't need to always type and do so many things on your own. All those things, take it off take those stress off yourself
Yeah.
and use AI to solve it. Or
Dr.
if you're
Sam,
happy to share what job, I mean, what business you're into, you can talk to me after this meeting and I'll be more than happy. Okay, yes,
Okay,
someone
doctor,
said,
thank you.
we've got two more questions, Doctor. So someone has just sent this to my phone. What are the biggest risks leaders should be aware of when introducing AI into their teams?
yeah, be careful how you delegate.
Hmm.
Because whatever you ask AI to do, it will do it. So
Yeah.
you need to think, if I ask AI to do this, is it going to be beneficial? Is it going to be appropriate?
Hmm.
That is it. Is it going to be appropriate? So you need to understand what you're asking AI to do. Leaders should know how they are using AI because it will come back to haunt us if we don't use it properly. Because as I'm talking now, this meeting is being recorded.
Yes.
So if I say something and I tried to say, no, I didn't say that. All you need to do is to play back. That's it. And that's
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So as a leader, think of what you want AI to do. Look at it
Brilliant.
thoroughly before you sell it to your team. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Bernice has asked, good evening, and thank you for the brilliant presentation. Lovely to see you, Bernice. Please, can you explain further on Gemini? Hmm.
Well, Gemini is owned by a company. I
Ah,
hope you know that. So different technology are adding stuff to what they already are giving us to enrich their products, just the way you will do if you are, for example, if you're a business mentality, you know what people need. And then you create that for them because this is the world we live in now. Gone are the days that organization just produce whatever and we buy it because we don't have a choice. Now we are part of the team or the system that determine what we want to buy, what we want to consume. So using Gemini, using Copilot, different technologies are coming up with their own version. Just the way
uh-huh.
we have Google coming up with different AI tools to enhance the quality of their technology. So also we have Gemini. It's just, I mean, AI assistant. It can help you to ask questions, to answer questions, to find out information from the web and so on and so forth.
Brilliant.
So it's a technology. It's one of the technologies that we are getting used to these days due to
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nisha has said, excellent presentation and session, illuminating into a technology, creating debate around ethics, use, and bias. Great examples provided about the how and the changing the narrative towards viewing AI as a business enabler. And she want to thank us. And then someone said up the top, I think it was Chris, who said, AI, it looks like AI can be used as secretaries. So, yeah.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Bernice, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Any more comments? Any more questions for Dr. Mariam?
I just want to say thank you for having me again. It is a privilege, and I don't take this for granted. I'm happy with the questions, wonderful, wonderful questions, and I just want to encourage you to begin to embrace AI in your own little way on a daily basis. Maybe what you normally do on your own, just try out AI. But whilst you're doing that, don't get hooked because AI could be like a drug.
Mm.
When you're used to asking AI to do stuff for you, there'll be a time you might forget how to do it yourself. So don't get into that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
If there is, Benice, did you want to say something?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Can this recording be sent to our email, please?
Yeah, Bernice will get you onto our WhatsApp group so you are alert when you get an alert when we're going
Please.
on for each. And also we've got this on YouTube and Facebook. The Reverend Tony,
Okay.
who is our production person and a producer, he
It's
does all
very
of
educative because I'm getting interested in AI, especially ChatGPT, because I'm creating a lot of things now.
Okay.
So I can't wait to get involved, really.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Thank you.
Dr. Miriam, I just want to say sincere thank you again. I know you said you have come earlier last year. We've got you as the first person this year. Hopefully we won't have you as the last person for this year, but maybe the second to last person for this here. And thank you for all the knowledge and that you have shared about AI. And we just know that it's revolving and it's going so quickly. And it's empowering us as global majority colleagues to really see how important it is to get involved with this. So on behalf of everyone here, thank you again for your insight, your warmth, and your leadership.
Mhm.
And Reverend Tony, do you want to add anything? I know you're all the way in Nigeria, but you still came on and safe travel when you come back. So do you want to add anything before I finish up?
You said it all. All I can say is thank you very much, Dr. Miriam, for coming back so soon. You might be back because after your last presentation, there were a lot of requests that they want you to come back and say more. People were so much interested in it. So I will not be surprised if in the next few months we ask you to come back again. So thank you very much indeed. God bless.
And for those all over the world, we want to say thank you for joining us again. Whether you're from in Africa, in Europe, in North America, Australia, thank you in the UK, in Birmingham. Thank you all so much for joining us. Have a lovely evening and the rest of it. Thank you all.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.